Welcome to the fields at Southern Virginia University, where the Southern Virginia Knights will be taking on the Wesley College Wolverines. To start things off, we'll be seeing the women's lacrosse team honor 3 seniors today. First will be Zoe Bradshaw. Zoe has played in 45 games in her 3-year career as a Knight. She has scored a total of 76 goals and led the team in 2014 with 17 goals. This season, she has scored 39 goals and is second on the team with 7 assists. The midfielder was named to the CAC All-Academic team in both 2014 and 2015. The Stittsonville, Montana native will be graduating with her biology degree and a minor in chemistry. She is escorted this afternoon by her parents, Stuart and Kelly Bradshaw. Thank you, Zoe. Next will be Elizabeth Bonney. Elizabeth has played in 43 games in her 3-year career as a Knight. She scored a goal in 2014 against Randolph and one in 2015 against York. The defender was named to the CAC All-Academic team in 2014 and 2015. The La Plata, Maryland native will be graduating with a degree in English and liberal arts. Elizabeth is escorted by her parents, Georgia and Philip Bonney. Again, thank you, Elizabeth Bonney. And finally, we have Amanda McCafferty. Amanda has played in 14 games in her 3-year career. She recorded 1 ground ball, 1 draw control, and 1 shot on goal. The Brockton, Massachusetts native was named to the CAC All-Academic team in 2014 and 2015. She has been named to the Provost list every semester since fall of 2012. Amanda will be graduating with a degree in English. She is escorted by former women's lacrosse player Darian Sorensen. And as you can tell, all these young ladies, not only great for the athletic team and the women's lacrosse team here at Southern Virginia, but great students as they have all been on the academic or the CAC All-Academic team. They'll be taking pictures now as we get ready for this lacrosse game again between the Knights and the Wesley Wolverines. Both teams coming in today looking to get their first conference win. Last year the Knights were able to beat Wesley to get that conference win. Hopefully this year the same will remain. Well, right before the game, we'll take a short time out as the national anthem will be coming up, and then we'll be back ready to play. And now we're back. We'll have the starting lineups. First for the Wesley College Wolverines, number 2, Fallon 4. Number 3, Bonija Scott. Number 4, Madison Cipher. Number 5, Taylor Speecher. Number 6, Franisca Benitez. Number 7, Paige Breham. Number 10, Khadijah Sanders. Number 12, Bailey Olds. Number 16, Alexis Galloway. Number 17, Ashley Luna. Number 22, Brianna Bacon. And in goal will be number 31, Savannah Clough. Now for the Knights. Number 5, Faith Parks. Number 8, Chloe Lewis. Number 10, Zoe Bradshaw. Number 13, Ashley Algren. Number 14, Emily Lamb. Number 15, Megan Barfus. Number 17, Elizabeth Bonney. Number 19, Amanda McCafferty. Number 26, Leah Smith. And in goal will be number 42, Melanie Lytle. And the captain, number 2, Rainey Whitworth. And the other captain, number 7, Claire Hoteling. Now we'll have a short timeout for our national anthem. And welcome back as the Knights begin their journey for their first Capital Athletic Conference win against the Wesley College Wolverines. Going into today's game, we have some leaders in the Capital Athletic Conference that have played for the Knights. Rainey Whitworth leads the conference in goals scored with 42, and Zoe Bradshaw is second in the conference with 39 goals. This has been a very historic season for the Knights as they have won more games than they have in any other time in their history. Their out-of-conference record is outstanding. Unfortunately, they play in the Capital Athletic Conference, which is the premier conference for lacrosse. See the teams getting ready to come out. The Knights have won 7 games all year long, 7 out of conference. And now looking for that first conference win. You'll see some familiar faces as if you've watched our broadcast before, especially in the face-off circle. Emily Lamb has done a tremendous job in the face-off circle, winning the majority of the face-offs for the Knights, sparking their offense all year long. You see right across from number 14, Emily. Number 2, Rainey Whitworth, aforementioned as the leader in goals scored in the Capital Athletic Conference. Again, a huge game for the Knights, as this will propel them into next year looking for more and better things. Draw control, won by the Knights. Bradshaw momentarily had the ground ball. Ball still loose. Lamb controls over to Whitworth. Whitworth going to goal. Runs into a defender. And we'll have, looks like our first, oh, they're going to call it on Rainey for illegal contact. Long clear down the field for Wesley now. Now we'll have to see what type of defense the Knights are going to bring out today. We've seen several defenders for the Knights just getting back into form. Chloe Lewis, who has been often put on the best player of the opposing team, face guarding them to shut them down. We'll see her back in action for the first time today in several weeks. Shot on goal. Defended well by Lytle. Ground ball momentarily picked up by the Knights. Now controlled by the Wolverines. Attack on goal. Oh, nice spin. Huge save by Lytle. Lytle's able to pick the ball up. And we're going to have a foul. Looks like on the Wolverines getting into the crease. Lytle will look to clear the ball for the Knights now. So 2 tremendous saves by Melanie Lytle in the first minute and a half of the game. Sets the tone for the Knights. Now if they can go down and score, really get the ball rolling in their favor for the rest of the day. And waiting for the referees to set everybody up. Oh, and they're going to give it over to... They must say that Melanie came out of the crease to influence and impede. Free position shot now for the Wolverines. Again, some more conversations by the referees. And this is where we'd like to see technology come into play. Maybe if they could have an earpiece and a microphone and converse amongst themselves without having to come together all the time or exclude somebody, the game might increase in pace a little bit. Has to be frustrating for the players. The great news is it's a wonderful day outside. The wind's not blowing in the high 60s right now out. So the ladies should have a great day to play lacrosse in. The Wolverines out on the perimeter, looking for any type of crack in the Knights defense. Xing 2 players from the back of the goal out to the front, trying to create confusion in some of the Knights defense. Attack on goal by number 22, Brianna Bacon. And she gets the goal. For now, we'll wait until the referees confirm it. And it is. So Bacon gets the Wolverines on the board first today. Well, the Knights don't want to be playing on their defensive end all day long. Have to generate some offense now. Lamb back into the draw or the draw control circle for the Knights. Draw picked up by 17. Elizabeth Bonney. Bonney brings the ball down into the offensive zone for the Knights. Megan Barfus with the ball now. Oh, and if they could find 13 Allgreen out in front of the doorstep, lost control. There's Bonnie took a shot. Well defended by the Wolverines. Knights with a lot of pressure. Now trying to impede the clear. Picked off nicely by the Knights. Bonnie. Bonnie going toward goal. Is funneled out by Wolverines defender. Hotelin with the ball. False call on an offsides. Claire looking to force her way in. High shot right over the top of the goal. But another nice look by Claire Hotelin. Knights start the ball quickly. And we're going to have Bonnie in the crease circle. Let's see if the Knights can put pressure again on the clearing efforts of the Wolverines. The last time they did, nifty turnover and catch by Bonnie. You can see the goalkeeper, Clough, not having anywhere to throw the ball. Ford comes back to pick it up. Again, the Knights go to double team. We're going to have a contact foul called on 15 Barfus of the Knights. Have a player down. Player number 5, Taylor Speecher. Speecher's going to be taken off as we see Allison Perguini come in. Wesley with the quick start. Nice double team by the Knights. Trying to force the ball back out around the perimeter. Leah Smith steps in again. Helps with the double team. There you see Bonnie force the offender around the goal. Not enough, though, as you see number 4, Madison Cipher skip the ball past Lytle for another goal. And it is confirmed. Cipher gets her first goal of the day, and the 24-42 mark. Wesley College leads the Southern Virginia Knights by 2. Well, in the past, we've seen the Knights start notoriously slow and then gain momentum. You don't want to get behind too much, though, because with no shot clock in women's lacrosse, Wesley could get a lead and then just play keep away for the rest of the period. Ball will go over to the Wolverines as we have a violation by Lamb. And we can attribute these violations that we're seeing with the Knights probably to a lot of nerves and adrenaline flowing, trying to get this first conference win today, and it being senior day, a lot of emotions going on. Whitworth hounding number 22, Bacon. Bacon's already scored today. Want to make sure that she doesn't have another chance. Nice save by Lytle on a quick shot by 4. Bradshaw looking to clear. Going to have illegal contact on the defender. Bradshaw clearing down the field. Running past and through defenders. Gets it to the offensive end. Nice spin move. But spun right into a triple team. Another contact foul on the Wolverines. Night spacing is not what it's been in the past. Zoe tripped up right on the edge of the circle. We'll have to see if this is going to be a free position shot. It is a free position shot, but not the greatest free position that we've seen. Dodges past 2. Shoots it high. Bradshaw looked like she may have gotten contacted in the mouth. Huge save, though, by Clough. Nice in defensive transition. Nice defense has really picked up since the beginning of the year. A lot of faces out there that have done a huge job for the Knights. Their double teams have become much more effective throughout the season. Going to have a foul now on Rainey for a push. Going to have a free position shot now for Bacon. Melanie Lytle's going to be really put to the test here. Oh, nice double team by the Knights as we see Lewis and Allgreen come in. Lamb breaks up the pass. The ground ball is picked up by Lytle. Pass may have been affected by the defender there. The ground ball picked up niftily by the Wolverines. Scott had the ball, plays it back out to Bacon. Another free position shot for Bacon. Bacon with the shot and gets it past Lytle for the third goal of the day for the Wolverines. Oh, the game really hasn't gone the way that the Knights would have scripted it. Because of that, Coach Weber calls a timeout, and we'll take a short timeout also. And we're back at the fields at Southern Virginia with the Knights trailing the Wesley College Wolverines 3-0 with 21:28 left to go in the first half. It's senior day, and senior days always produce abundance of emotions, which takes the team a little while to recover from. Coach Weber did a great job calling a timeout there, trying to settle her troops down. We have seen the Knights play much, much better this season, and just waiting for that to kick in now. Knights are going to change up things in the face-off circle, the draw control circle, as we see Claire Hoteling in the circle now. Going up against Benitez. Benitez wins the draw. Going to have a foul on Whitworth. You see a little bit of exasperation on Rainey's face. Ground ball. Nicely picked up by Bonnie. Stick check though. Ball still on the ground. Bradshaw with it now, trying to clear. And looks like we're going to have a yellow card on number 12, Bailey Olds. So now the Knights will be a man up for at least a minute. So we'll see what type of offense the Knights can mount now with a man-up situation. Shot on goal and off the frame. Ball went out of bounds. It'll be turned over to the Wolverines. Lamb, just unfortunate, had a free shot at the goal, hit off the frame and out. Huge chance by the Knights to get onto the scoreboard. Big offensive rush down the field. Nice job we see by Miller and Bradshaw up, blocking the shot away. Ball's going to be turned over to Bradshaw and the Knights. Bradshaw gets the ball ahead to Allgreen. Allgreen trying to clear. Allgreen 1 against 3. Gets turned away from the goal as her teammates come into play. Attack on goal. Shot was nicely defended again by Clough of the Wolverines, and she's been outstanding in goal. Barfus with a great shot on goal. Clough just able to net it in her stick. Have a contact foul and the release of the yellow card now. Knights with the ball. Both teams at full strength. Pass not being able to be held by Barfus. Be turned over to the Wolverines. And we just haven't seen the Knights get into any type of offensive flow. We haven't seen a great attack yet by Bradshaw. No attacks by Whitworth, which is unusual at this time. Hotelin with 1 attack. But those goal scorers need to get the ball in areas where they can do damage. Quick offensive attack. Leah Smith is there trying to deter, and a point-blank shot just goes wide to the left of the goalie. Knights with the ball, and that was very fortunate that they were able to dodge that situation, a 2-on-1 situation. Long clearing attempt picked off by the Wolverines. And the defensive transition of the Knights just isn't up to par as it has been throughout the rest of the season. While we have a few seconds here and a little bit of a downtime as Wesley's just looking for opportunities. Here we have an attack on goal. Nicely defended by the Knights. We'd like to congratulate the men's tennis team for winning their first round conference game. Or first round conference tournament game. Nice attack by the Wolverines, but Lytle equal to that. Able to make a great save. Looking to clear the ball. Bradshaw picks it up. Comes to clear. On Wednesday, the men's tennis team will continue their attempt to win a conference tournament title. Whitworth with their first real attack toward goal in this game. Ball knocked out. Loose ball picked up by the Wolverines and cleared. Loose ball, ground ball picked up by Emily Lamb. Lamb's going to be fouled. Knights regain possession. All green with the ball now. And the Knights just look a little bit tentative on the offensive end and a little bit of disarray, not really knowing how and where they want to attack this Wesley defense. The Knights right now with only 2 shots on goal. Bradshaw with a huge spin looking to get through. Going to have a free position shot now by Bradshaw. Foul was on Bacon. Great opportunity for the Knights to get onto the board now. Oh, and we're going to have a false start by Bradshaw. Ball's turned over to the Wolverines. Wolverines attempt to clear. Picked up nicely by Rachel Miller of the Knights. Gets the ball over to Whitworth. Whitworth defended by Bacon. Now laid off to number 3, Scott. Hotelin in close. Defended nicely by Clough. Ground ball. Finally picked up by Whitworth. Whitworth wisely pulls it out. Sets the Knights up. And we need to see a little bit better execution as the Knights have now gone over half of the first half, over 15 minutes with only 3 shots on goal. Whitworth gets hit. A free position shot is going to be awarded to Whitworth. Again, slight angle to the goal. We'll see if the Knights can take advantage of this free position shot. Whitworth bounces it past the Wolverines that time for the Knights' first goal of the day. And maybe that will break the ice and allow the Knights to get into an offensive rhythm. Nice shot by Whitworth, able to bounce it past Clough for the first goal for the Knights today. And when things start to go bad, Rainey starts to take things on herself. And for most times, once she's scored, the Knights feel a little bit more at ease and others start in the scoring spree with her. Back into draw control circle. Lamb will be going up against Benitez. And Lamb wins the draw control as Whitworth picks the ball up. Ball played nicely over to Houghton and in right on the doorstep to number 6, Knowles. Knowles had a great shot just a little bit wide to the left of the goalkeeper. Green's able to pick the ball up. Loose ball now. Picked up by Bradshaw. Bradshaw, bundle of energy. Dodges, swings, and misses. Hits the ground. There'll be a conference now between the referees to see who's going to get called for what. Looks like Bacon came out of there limping a little bit. May have gotten hit in the thigh with one of the sticks. Looks like they're going to give a free position shot to Bradshaw. Nope, it's going to be outside. Bradshaw with an opportunity now. Oh, nice movement. But again, the high shot. Clough is there to stone all the high shots. The Knights may have to take a little bit of what Whitworth did and skip the ball past Clough. Contact foul on Benitez. Looks like it's going to be another free position shot for Whitworth. Oh, and Whitworth gets smacked in the head. That was a very dangerous play. Both coaches looking like what happened there, but Whitworth got a stick right to the face. Very aggressive defense by the Wolverines. Whitworth, free position shot. Again, Clough is able to be equal to the task. Bradshaw picks it up. Dodges through 2 defenders. And again, goes high. Clough is there. We had a red card earlier on Benitez of Wesley. Now it looks like we don't have a yellow card on Wesley, as Whitworth will have a free position shot. Oh, they're placing Whitworth way outside. The Knights with their man up. Oh, finds Hotelin, not able to catch the pass. Hotelin again, wide open in the middle. Great defense by the Wolverines as they were able to mark that away. Ball go over to the Knights on a contact foul. And we'll have to see what repercussions that red card has the rest of this game that Benitez picked up. She had been the one in the draw control circle for the Wolverines. Whitworth looked to get it to Allgreen. Pass intercepted by the Wolverines. Long pass down the field, picked up by Leah Smith. Smith has her stick checked, loses the ball. As you see Brim with it. They play the ball back to Bacon. Bacon looks to make a move onto the goal. She's met by Smith. Shot wide of the goal. Backed up by the Wolverines. Bradshaw's going to be called for the contact foul. Referee's over talking to her, waiting to see if they were going to pull out the yellow card or not. Nope. Just a warning. Attack on goal. Brim with a spin. And gets it past Lytle. Sorry, that's Cypher. Cypher with the spin. Gets it past Lytle to increase the lead back to 3 that's been enjoyed by the Wolverines. Wesley now calls a timeout to try to discuss what they're going to do with their man-down situation. The Knights really in disarray now, both offensively and defensively. We haven't seen them look like this in a very, very long time. The aggressiveness that we're used to seeing from them just isn't there. So while Coach Weber talks to her team, we'll take a short timeout also. We're back after timeout. 10:07 left to go in the first half. The Knights trail the Wesley College Wolverines 4-1. Back into the draw control circle, we see Emily Lamb and number 22, Brianna Bacon. Bacon has scored 2 goals today for the Wolverines, and the Knights may want to put a man on her to face guard. Ball won by the Knights, picked up nicely by Allgreen. Going to have a contact foul on the Wolverines. Get another contact foul. Knights need to look to clear this. You see Leah Smith all the way across the field with no one on her. Leah's not able to handle the pass. Ball picked up by number 7, Brim of the Wolverines. Knights defensively looking a little bit out of sorts as there's people wide open. Foul called on the Knights as the Wolverines retain possession. Oh, and nobody was on Perugini as the Wolverines were able to find her coming to goal. And again, it was a one-on-one situation with Lytle. Lytle just not able to make the save. So now the Knights with a 4-goal deficit as Wesley College leads Southern Virginia 5-1. Again, just not a lot of life we've seen today out of the Knights. Not the same fire, not the same aggressiveness that we've seen throughout this season. This really marked a turnaround for their program. Hoteling and Bacon in for the draw control. Ball will go over to the Knights. Right now, some of the statistics. Both teams are even in shots at 11. Shot on goal. Wesley has 9. Southern Virginia 7. Free position shots, Wesley 1 of 1. Southern Virginia 1 of 4. 6 saves for Wesley, 4 for the Knights. Draw controls the Knights 5-2. The big stat, though, where Wesley has a huge advantage is on the scoreboard, 5-1. Foul on Wesley. Hotelin with a free position shot now, but it's an odd angle. Claire causes another free position shot. Claire angles out. Spins back to the middle. Shot wide to the left of the goalkeeper, Clough. Backed up nicely by the Knights. And this is what we need to see out of the Knights now. Just multiple possessions on the offensive end. Ball's loose on the ground. Free position shot now for Rainey Whitworth. At a little bit better angle than what Claire had. Whitworth off the goal post. Again, the frame unkind for the Knights, as we saw earlier in the game. Emily Lamb hit one off the frame also. Rachel Miller scoops up the ground ball. Gets it ahead to Zoe Bradshaw. Bradshaw goes back toward the middle of the field. Plays it ahead nicely to Barfus. Barfus into the attack position. Contact foul on Wesley. Bonnie with the ball. Over to Whitworth. Whitworth looks to take on the defender Bacon. Spins. And drew the foul on Bacon. Now Whitworth has a free position shot from the top. Oh, Whitworth tried to skip it past Clough, and Clough is there. Clough has done a fantastic job against the Knights in goal today. She leads the Capital Athletic Conference in saves with 171 on the season. Wesley content to run some clock now as they have a 4-goal lead and they have the saves leader in the conference in goal. Miller defending. Bonnie over to double team. Nice switch. And again, Pergini left wide open. The Knights on their defense, just not able to mark up the men as efficiently as they have in earlier contests, leaving men wide open. So now 5:25 left to go in the first half. Wesley College leads Southern Virginia 6-1. And the Knights keep digging themselves a bigger and bigger hole. And it seems the Knights are getting lost on some of the switches that they're making on the defensive end, not able to go through a full rotation. Bacon and Hotelin. Ball's up. Going to have a foul on Bradshaw. Checking to make sure everyone's okay. And here we are with the restart. See Brim with the ball. Lays it over to Bacon. Bacon looking to make something happen for Wesley. Going to have a foul on Bonnie. Free position shot for Bacon, but at a off angle. Bacon plays it over to Luna. Another stoppage in play. We see a foul on the Knights. Ball played over to Brim. Brim weaves her way in. Loose ball picked up by Lytle, but they're going to call a foul on, looks like that's Bonnie. So now Brim will have a free position shot at the top of the circle. She attacks and bounces it past Lytle. And that's Bram's first goal of the day, which increases the Wolverines' lead to 6-1. So now Wesley with a 6-goal lead. 4:32 left to go in this first half. The Knights really need to start turning it around, finding some type of momentum going into halftime. Again, they've had several shots on goal. We've seen 2 of them bounce off the frame, but they are going up against the saves leader in the Capital Athletic Conference, Savannah Clough. Knights are looking to make something happen as they've been winning the majority of the draws, just not been able to take advantage of that. We've seen both Emily Lamb and Claire Hoteling in the draw control circle. In this instance, Emily wins the draw. Whitworth with the ball ahead to Hoteling. Whitworth with a nice pass ahead to Claire. Claire with a shot on goal. Knocked away by Clough. Another shot on goal, this time by Barfus on a spin. Bradshaw tries to go to goal. Looks like we're going to have some body contact. Free position shot for Bradshaw now, as Bradshaw has been adept of drawing these contact fouls her whole career. Huge stick check by number 5, Madison Cipher. Another free position shot for Bradshaw. If Bradshaw can look across the circle, she has both Whitworth and Allgreen all alone on the right-hand side. Bradshaw brings it out, looking to set something up. Ground ball picked up nicely by Lamb. Lamb looks to attack. Is funneled out nicely by the Wolverine defense. Pass broken up. Lamb's able to regain possession. Didn't look like Rainey was expecting that pass, but regains possession. Oh, nice fake at a shot off the goalie. Ground ball, still loose. And it's going to be out of bounds over to the Wolverines. And the Knights shooters just not having any luck getting the ball past Clough. Foul on the Knights, as the Wolverines will retain possession. They're looking to clear. The Knights put a lot of pressure on, trying to cause any type of turnover that they can. Another contact foul on the Knights, as we're hit the 2-minute mark in this first half, where the Knights find themselves trailing the Wesley College Wolverines 7-1. Nice clearing effort now by the Wolverines. And to goal, number 16, Alexis Galloway, cleared the ball herself, went to goal. No one stepped up to stop her, and scored against Lytle. And it's not just Lytle, it's the whole defense right now that is just in disarray, as they haven't seemed to be able to step up and funnel anybody away from the goal. So Lytle's found herself put a lot in harm's way, one-on-one situations, as the Knights defense that time in transition just didn't get back to stop the ball. We've seen rotations not happening, leaving wide open shooters, as Pergorini has gotten and taken advantage of that twice. So now 1:46 left. The Knights have to find something to go into halftime feeling good about themselves. Lamb back in the draw control. Foul beyond the Wolverines as the Knights retain possession. And here you see a lot of stick checks around the head area. Looks like that foul might have been on Luna. There you see Leah Smith coming into the picture from her defender position, trying to find something. Ball's taken away by the Wolverines, and here they go on their offensive transition. It's imperative that the Knights get back defensively. Don't want to give up another free goal. Lytle's able to stop the shot that time. Again, the Knights just not getting back in time and identifying who they're going to mark up. Park had the ball for a moment. Had it stick checked away from her. Free position shot now for the Wolverines. And on the free position shot, Bailey Olds scores. And right now, the Wolverines are in complete control as they lead with 45 seconds left. And this first half has totally belonged to the Wolverines, as the Knights really haven't even appeared to be in it, except for 2 shots that have gone off goal. They've generated multiple free position shots, just hadn't been able to take advantage of it as we've seen them do in the past. Lamb in for the draw. Controlled by the Wesley Wolverines. Pass is not being able to handle. Rachel Smith with a nice dodge. Not able to hit the pass to Barfus. Picked up by Knowles. Knowles will be fouled. 18 seconds left to go in this first half. Knowles gets the ball checked away from her. On the ground. Picked up nicely by her as she looks to fire the ball ahead. Hotelin can't control it. And it's out of bounds to the Wolverines with 3 seconds left to go in this first half. And the first half cannot end soon enough for the Knights. And that should do it for our first half. At the end of the first half, Wesley College leads Southern Virginia 9-1. They enjoy an 8-goal lead. And in that first half, the Knights just really couldn't get anything going on the offensive end. And defensively, seemed to be lost for moments. Let's see if at halftime the Knights can make some adjustments and start to reel the Wolverines back in and in the second half. Stay with us as we bring you the second half of this final Capital Athletic Conference game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the fields at Southern Virginia University, where the Knights trailed the Wesley College Wolverines 9-1 in this final women's lacrosse game. Looking at some of the stats, pretty even if we look at the offensive stats. Shots by period, Wesley 16, Southern Virginia 17. Ground balls, Southern Virginia 23, Wesley 16. Draw control, Southern Virginia 7, Wesley 4. Clears, Wesley 9 of 15, Southern Virginia 4 of 19. Free position shots, and this is where a lot of this is coming into play. Wesley having the lead. Wesley 3 for 3, Southern Virginia 1 for 6. Fouls, 17 for the Knights, 22 for Wesley. And turnovers, 14 for the Knights and 11 for Wesley. But the biggest stat out on the field is the goal scored, and right now Wesley enjoys a 8-goal lead. We'll have to see if the Knights have been able to make any corrections at halftime as to their defense. They've lost some people on their rotations. Their defensive transition has been lacking at some points. Offensively, just hasn't looked like they've been very comfortable in what they're trying to do, and they are going up against the number one saves in the Capital Athletic Conference, Savannah Clough at goal. Fortunate for the Knights as the ball came out of the stick. Looks like that's number 2. Fouling 4. 4 will have a free position shot now. And again, the Wolverines are a perfect 3 for 3 today on free position shots. 4 plays it over to Cypher. Cypher with a shot on goal. Well defended that time by Lytle. Knights looking to clear now. And the Wolverines cause a turnover and are able to pick it up. Look for their offensive attack now. Nice double team between Lamb and Bradshaw. Wolverines are still able to control in their offensive end. Nice defense by Leah Smith. And again, just a little confusion of who's going to guard who. As we see Lamb now stepping out on 17, Ashley Luna. Looks like the Wolverines trying to isolate now. Get a cutter coming from the far side of the field. Knights doing a better job staying with their men in this so far in this half. Talking a little bit more on defense. Knights again able to funnel out the attack on goal. Oh, great move. Luna with a nice move on Lamb. Shot goes wide of the goal, backed up by the Wolverines. They'll maintain possession. I'm going to venture to guess here that the Wolverines are going to run a lot of possession time in this half as they enjoy an 8-goal lead now. Don't want to give the Knights any chance for counterattacks or quick goals. Shot on goal. Lytle's able to make the save as 4 tried to sneak it past Lytle. Quick counterattack by the Knights. Bradshaw slows it down. Bradshaw gets her stick checked and taken away from her. Foul will be on the Knights' Barfus. Nice job by Chloe Lewis, able to pick up the ground ball. Plays it ahead to Rainey Whitworth. Whitworth's going to try to make something happen for the Knights. And the save by Clough again as Whitworth tried to bounce it past her. Clear attempt now by the Wolverines. Long pass downfield. Ground ball picked up by Brim. She makes an errant pass. The ball still on the ground. As we see Barfus there, or Allgreen, excuse me, fighting for it. Bacon now with the ball for the Wolverines. And a huge collision between Bacon and Smith. You're going to call contact foul on Smith. Again, the Wolverines content to possess the ball, looking for wide opening in the Knights defense. Don't want to force anything as they enjoy the 8-goal lead. The Knights may look to start double teaming a lot more often, trying to get the ball back into their sticks as they can go down and attack. Nice step in by Bonnie. Read the pass, stepped in, stole it, plays it way ahead to Rainey Whitworth. Whitworth looks to make the move. Has a 2-on-2 situation. And gets it past Clough for her second goal of the day. And she pulls up a little bit lame. This is going to be something we'll have to watch the rest of the game. As she was flexing that leg after the goal. And that great run on the goal there was all started by the defense of Elizabeth Bonnie as she stepped into the passing lane, stole the pass, was able to clear it way ahead to Bradshaw. And Bradshaw, along with McCafferty, had a 2-on-2 on the offensive end. Whitworth just able to take advantage of her skill level and sneak it past Clough. Again, after the goals being scored, Whitworth flexed her leg, grabbed at the quad. We'll have to see if that has any effect on her for the rest of this game. Lamb and Bacon back in for the draw. Waiting for a out of bounds call that never came. The ball just laid there. And now we have another stoppage. As the referees will get together and discuss what their call is. Again, the Knights trail out of halftime by 8. We just saw the goal by Rainey Whitworth that closed that gap to 7 now. See Faith Park with the ball. Waiting for the whistle. Knights look to clear. Get it ahead to Bradshaw. Bradshaw tries to take on 2 defenders. Does so. Gets the ball past Clough for a quick third goal for the Knights. And this is what we were looking for in the first half. These quick attacks that we were so used to seeing by the Knights. Their offensive transition just was lacking. Now in the second half, 8 minutes in, the Knights score 2 goals and a timeout by Wesley College. And with that, we will also take a timeout. And we're back with 22:35 left to go in the second half, where the Knights have started their comeback, scoring 2 goals in that time to decrease the lead to 6. Again, the offensive transition that we're so used to seeing out of this Knights team, just lacking in the first half, has started to gain some momentum here in the second half. Quick timeout by the Wesley College Wolverines, trying to rectify the situation. In draw, Lamb and Bacon. Ball picked up by Bradshaw. Bradshaw looking to go past 3 defenders. Going to have a contact foul on Wesley. Call on the far side of the field now. Ball will remain with the Knights. Bradshaw looks to take on a defender. Remains out around the circle. Dodges past 2 people. Reverses. Plays the ball over to Whitworth. Whitworth gets the ball back to the middle of the field to Barfus. Shot on goal. Wide to the right of the goalkeeper. Knights retain possession. Looks like Hotalan was hoping and looking for someone to cut through the middle. Whitworth, though, able to pick up the ground ball. Looks to spin back to the middle. Gives it out to Bradshaw on the wing. Bradshaw gets through and jump and score for the fourth Knight goal of the day. And all of a sudden the Knights have come back to life. The first half looked really lethargic, out of sorts. In this second half, now we're starting to see the Knights that we have watched throughout the season. A lot of offensive transitions. A lot of quick goals scored off the draw. In the draw circle now, Lamb for the Knights. Brim for the Wolverines. We'll see if the Knights can continue to win the draws. Ball was momentarily picked up by Faith. She lost it as Scott picks the ball up. Comes right to goal. Plays it over to 4. Cypher. And Cypher is able to get the ball past Lytle. To increase the lead back to 6. Again, it's all about draw control, who can win it, and maintain possession in the second half. We saw the quick counterattack by the Wolverines. Something we saw in the first half where the Knights just weren't able to get back defensive in their defensive transition to stop goals shot right at the front doorstep. Lamb and Brim back onto the circle. Going to have a procedure call on the Wolverines. Ball will go over to the Knights. See what kind of attack the Knights can mount now. Bradshaw working down the near side. Ball gets stick checked out. We're going to have a foul now. We're going to have Bradshaw with another free position shot. See if the Knights can take advantage of this free position shots. They haven't done so well so far in this game. And get it past Clough. Bradshaw with her third of the game. So now again the Knights bring it back to within 6. Again, looking to stop the flow of the Wesley College offense defensively. And the best way to stop their flow on offense would be to win the draws. And Bradshaw receives a yellow card for 2 minutes. Must have been a conduct foul. when she dropped her stick, or actually threw her stick down. So now the Knights will be down a man. And that's not what you can have if you're trying to mount a comeback. So with that, the Wolverines will start with the ball. And we'll see what type of penalty killing defense the Knights have now. See if the Wolverines try to score quickly, or if they take their time to take some more time off the clock, since the clock is on their side. Well, we had 2 yellow cards. We had one on Bradshaw, one on Bacon, so we should have even numbers out there. Looks like the foul will be on Megan Barfus. So both teams at the same strength, as both teams have someone sitting out with a yellow card. Zoe Bradshaw for the Knights and Brianna Bacon for the Wolverines. So both teams down a man, but at equal strength. Nice step over help by Smith. Foul on Smith now. Ball's loose. It looks like that might be Bonnie. Hit on the back of the head. Or Barfus, excuse me. On the back of the head. Trainer comes out quickly. Try to check and see how things are going. So far in this second half, the Knights have scored 4 goals to the Wesley College Wolverines 1. Goal scorers for the Knights today: Zoe Bradshaw with 3, Rainey Whitworth with 2. For the Wesley College Wolverines, number 1, Allison Perigny with 2, Madison Cipher with 2, Taylor Spicture with 1, Paige Brim with 1, Bailey Olds with 1, Alexis Galloway with 1, and Brianna Bacon with 2. There we see Ashley Allgreen going off after getting hit in the back of the head with a stick, inadvertently, of course. Again, it'd be nice to see these young ladies able to wear headgear just like the men in order to protect anything that goes on like this. Yellow card now on Paige Brim. So now the Knights will enjoy a man-up situation. And let's see if they can take advantage of that. Referees doing their best to make sure the game doesn't get out of hand. A lot of chippiness out there between both teams. Just want to see this game be played as clean as possible. Knights will have the ball, looking to clear it now as they enjoy a man-up opportunity. Smith looking to clear the ball. Drops it out of her stick. Picked up by Cypher. And just a missed opportunity by the Knights there as the ball fell out of Leah Smith's stick as she was looking to clear. And a man down goal, miscommunication on the Knights defense. Man down goal scored by Scott. So Ronisha Scott gets into the scoring column for Wesley College. And they push the lead back to 6. Knights will still enjoy a man-up opportunity here, as both Bradshaw and Bacon come back into the game. We see Bacon and Lamb in for the draw control. Referee trying to get the ball in the right position and keep his whistle in his hand at the same time. Ball played back right to to Rainey Whitworth. Sorry, Rainey. Rainey's been in several of my classes. I don't know why I keep on calling her Zoe. Rainey looks to dodge. Looks like we may have a contact foul now. Ball come back to Rainey at the top of the circle. Free position shot. See how Rainey wants to play this. Going to have another foul on the Wolverines right before Rainey could get the ball off. She'll have another free position shot. This time, though, at a little bit more of an angle. On the far side of the field. Rainey straight to goal. High shot. Right into Clough's stick. Ball picked up by the Wolverines. Looking to clear for the Wolverines. That was number 17, Ashley Luna, looking to clear all the way down. Elizabeth Bonney steps over for the foul. But a smart foul as she stopped a potential offensive transition shot. They're going to say the ball went out of bounds. Going to turn the ball over to the Knights. And we're going to have another yellow card. This time on Madison Cypher, it looks like. And this game has just been marred by yellow cards. Not so much for physical play. That time, it was for what she was saying to the referees. So now again, the Knights enjoy a man-up situation. Again, the Wolverines with hard stick checks coming down the field. Balls with Claire Hoteling now. There looks to spin around. A lot of contact by the Wesley defenders. Claire's going to have a free position shot. High shot defended well by Clough. Picked up by Leah Smith. Leah tried to get it out to Bradshaw. Defended well by Paige Brim, who just came back into the game after her yellow card. Going to have a foul on Bradshaw. Turn the ball over to the Wolverines, and a wasted opportunity again, being a man up. Bradshaw and Whitworth on the ground. Also on the far side, Lamb was on the ground too. Ball will remain with the Wolverines. Errant pass. Kept in bounds nicely. Good deflection by Rachel Miller. And the Knights trying to increase their defensive intensity now. So we're going to have a free position shot for the Wolverines now as Luna went in. Luna for the Wolverines with the free position shot. Takes the shot, goes wide to the left. Backed up by the Wolverines. Ball in the middle. Shot by 4. Defended well by Lytle. Lytle looking to clear. Tries to get the ball out to Park. Foul's going to be called on Park. The Wolverines will regain possession. Referees painstakingly getting everybody in position before they restart. Right up on goal was number 7, Bream. Lytle there, though, able to block the shot that was high. Looks like Bacon's going to be fouled by Leah Smith before the shot. Bacon with a free position shot at the top of the circle. Ball on the frame. And they're going to say it, the goal counted. It rolled in. And that was called by the outside referee, not the referee on the goal line itself. And that'll be Bacon's third of the day. And that would be something to go back onto instant replay to see if the ball did actually cross the goal line there. And as the Wesley College Wolverines look to regain some of that lead, back up to a 7-goal lead, the Knights call a timeout with 13:19 left to go. Stay with us as we take a short timeout also. And we're back after the short timeout where the Knights trail the Wesley College Wolverines 12-5. Coming back into draw control, we're going to see Lamb and Bream. Referees had ample opportunity and time to talk about anything they wanted during the timeout, and we're still waiting on them. Knights showed lots of signs of life in the first 10 minutes of the second half here. We're seeing them get into their offensive transition. Unfortunately, defensively, still look a little confused on the defensive end, giving up a few easy shots. So here we come to the draw now. 13:19 left to go in this game. Knights looking to add a few more goals to try to get them closer within the 3-goal mark before the 5-minute mark to go in this second half. We'll have a yellow card. And if it's on Bradshaw, that's her second of the game. Bradshaw arguing her case there. Again, if it's her second of the game, she's going to have to go out. And this is one sport that has a lot of deliberations between the referees. Waiting to hear what was called or what was let go. As referees try to sort this out. And now they'll give Bradshaw the ball, as the Knights will have possession, and they must have just dropped what the call was. No foul. Bradshaw looks to attack. Met there by Pergini. Bradshaw with a shot and a score. And Bradshaw needs to be careful dropping her stick like that, throwing it down. That's what got her a conduct penalty last time. Now the Knights crawl back to within 6. 12:43 left to go in this half. Now the Knights need to win this draw control. Mount another effective attack against Savannah Clough, the goalkeeper of Wesley. Ball picked up by Leah Smith. Let's take it into the offensive end. Leah plays it over to Barfus. Barfus is content to take it behind the goal. Let's come back across the front edge. Shoots it high. Backed up nicely by Claire Hoteling. Claire looks to attack herself. Goes down to the ground. Ball's picked up by Wesley. Here comes their offensive attack now. You see Luna coming straight to goal. No one stopping her. Shot on goal and defended nicely by Lytle. Knights look to clear. Bradshaw with it. Drops it momentarily. And the ball will go over to the Wolverines now. Again, lapse of mental concentration there as Zoe let the ball come out of her stick. Quick attack by Galloway. No one there for the Knights. Takes the shot and skips it past Lytle for a goal. And that's Galloway's second of the day. So just as soon as the Knights start to make a small move against the Wolverines, Galloway accepts the challenge and extends the lead back to 7. Well, much better offensive output by the Knights in this second half. They just dug themselves too big of a hole in the first half. Every time they start to mount a little charge, 1 or 2 goals, the Wolverines have found the answer. The Knights were down 9-1 in the first half. They've outscored the Wolverines 5-4 in the second half. Just not enough to really cut into that lead significantly. Procedure call on the Knights. Turn the ball over to the Wolverines. Knights come with a quick double team. And we're going to have a free position shot now. Paige Brim with a free position shot straight away. Brim straight to goal and bounces it past Lytle. Her second goal of the day. Again, just the energy that the Knights have had to expend to try to make a comeback. The Wolverines are able to withstand that and now find the energy on their side to extend the lead back to 8. And this is the lead that they enjoyed at halftime. So the Knights were able to cut into the lead. Unfortunately now, with about 10 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the second half, the lead grows back to 8, the lead that the Wesley College Wolverines enjoyed going into halftime. Now the Knights' hopes for coming back are a little bit more difficult as we get under the 10.5-minute mark. Ball's on the ground. We have a Knight on the ground. They're calling for the trainer to come out. In a very, very physical game that we've witnessed today. Both teams having several players go down hard, both in the first half and the second half. Checking on other games that are going on. Baseball is at Marymount. And in the first game, Trail Marymount 7-3. The softball team is at Penn State Harrisburg. And in the top of the second, Trail 3-1. On some of the shots that we get, you can see down to this tennis courts where the men's tennis team is down practicing. They advance to the semifinals of the Capital Athletic Conference Tournament on Wednesday, and we wish them good luck. The Knights men's lacrosse team are watching the games between St. Mary's and also the games that Marymount is playing. A win by either one of them, and the Knights are out of the tournament. If both teams loses, if both St. Mary's and Marymount's team lose, the Knights will gain the 6th seed in the Capital Athletic Conference Tournament, and we wish them well there. We saw Leah Smith being escorted off the field under her own power, which is great to see. Hopefully she'll be back in a few minutes if the injury is not too severe. At the end of both team seasons, both Southern Virginia and Wesley, you don't want to see anybody get hurt. And once we get under the 10-minute mark, you may see Wesley really start to pull the four corners, in basketball vernacular, a stall, and try to just possess the ball, play keep away for the Knights for minutes at a time as the Knights find themselves in an 8-goal deficit. Ball was nicely knocked away by Bonnie. The Knights unable to come up with the ground ball as the Wolverines maintain possession and maintain the ball on their end with the clock running. Time now is really becoming the second enemy of the Knights. Bonnie out, checking Scott. Shot on goal. High shot. Able to be picked up by the Wolverines. There we see Cypher with it. Knights coming with a triple team. Perugini with the ball now. And on the far sideline we see a Wesley College player go down. Player is number 2, Fallon 4. She's able to get up on her own. Didn't see what exactly happened to her, but it's nice to see that she's able to get up onto her feet on her own. See the trainers come out along with the coaches for Wesley to check on 4. Again, it's been a wonderful day outside today. The wind's not blowing too much. The turf is about 15 degrees hotter than the natural surface, though. Hopefully it's not a heat illness injury. 8:32 left to go in the second half. The Knights find themselves down by 8. And time is really becoming an issue for the Knights, especially if Wesley is able to possess the ball for multiple possessions per minute. We've seen them take 2 shots on goal and also be able to back up both shots to maintain possession. The Knights may have to start double and triple teaming, which would leave them vulnerable to a one-on-one at the crease with Lytle. Again, it was nice to see 4 able to get off on her own power. We hope that she's able to recover quickly and get back in for the Wesley College Wolverines. So far, the Wesley College Wolverines has killed 2 minutes on the clock now. The Knights are in the chase mode, and this just drains your energy also after chasing the ball for so long. Nice spin move. Ball on the ground. Picked up nicely by Bream, sorry. They play the ball back out to Bacon. Bacon just content with hanging on to the ball. And the Knights not in a lot of hurry to come out and pressure them. Wesley on the attack. Shot over the top of the goal. And the Knights will regain possession. Lytle looks to clear way down the field. Wesley, though, steps in. That was number 16, Galloway. Steps in, steals the pass. Able to shuttle it back out. Cipher with the ball now. Rachel Miller up playing tight defense against her, trying to force the turnover. The Knights really need to start extending their defense as we hit the 6.5 minute mark. Attack on goal, backed up by the Wolverines. And a huge save as Ford took a shot. Lytle able to make the save. Bradshaw's going to look to clear the ball for the Knights. And the Knights need to do this in quick fashion. Stick check from behind. Going to have a foul. Looks like on Allgreen now. And that's going to be the second yellow card on Bradshaw, and Bradshaw is done for the day. Not only done for the day, but that will be her career here at Southern Virginia University. Shot on goal quickly. By the Wolverines. They'll check and make sure that it's a countable goal. If so, that'll be Fallon Ford's first goal of the day. And it is. And now Wesley increases their lead to 9. I'm sure this is not how Coach Weber had envisioned today going, although the Knights have had a great season. They come in today with a 7-9 record, 7-2 out of conference. Lamb into the draw control circle. Whitworth able to pick it up. Looks to make an attack on goal. It's funneled out by 3 defenders. She finds Knowles in the middle of the field. Knowles with a shot and going to receive a free position shot. Knowles with the bounce shot. Clough was there. Make the save. We'll have a penalty on Allgreen. Stepping into the crease. Wesley looks to clear now. Ball's loose on the ground, picked up nicely by Miller. Miller tries to play it ahead. Knowles is there, try to scoop it up off the ground. Gains possession of it. Loses it out of bounds. Ball will go over to Wesley. And we're at the under 5 minute mark now. Ball on the ground, picked up nicely by Fallon Ford. And again, Wesley will spread the ball out, looking to run minutes off the clock as we're under 4.5 minutes to play in this final game of the season. Bacon gets into the middle, is not funneled out, takes the shot, gets it past Lytle, and that's Bacon's fourth of the day. As Wesley keeps adding to this total. A 4:05 left to go in this game. Wesley now enjoys a 10-goal lead. In the draw now will be Megan Barfus for the Knights and Paige Bream for the Wolverines. Wolverines will gain possession off the draw. Again, the Knights came into this game 7-9 overall, looking to get their first conference win of the season. Hotelin looking to spin back to the middle of the field, trying to find an opening for a shot. And gets the ball past Clough. Claire's first of the day. And with that, brings the lead back to 9. Been a very eventful year for the Knights in women's and men's lacrosse. The men looking for their first introduction into the Capital Athletic Conference tournament. The women with a 7-game win schedule this year. Barfus in and wins the draw. Whitworth with the ball. Whitworth ahead to Hotelin. Hotelin couldn't handle the ball as she was bumped. And now the Knights will lose possession. The Wolverines look to clear. Bream with the ball back to Pergini. Knowles trying to cause a turnover. Cipher in, trying to force her way through the middle of the field. Have a foul either on Knowles or on Allgreen. Free position shot now for Cipher. Ball saved nicely by Lytle. Lytle looking to clear, gets the ball out to Allgreen. Allgreen got the ball checked away from her. Fights for it. Going to have a foul. Looks like on Allgreen. Possession will go over to the Wolverines. Minute 25 left to go in this game and in this season for the Lady Knights. Ball ahead to 4. Rachel Miller there. 4 tried to find a cutting Sanders. Have a contact foul on the Wolverines. Knights will regain possession. 1:08 left in the season. Long clear pass intercepted by the Wolverines. Bonnie steps up to stop Bream. Ground ball. Knights control. Barfus had it taken away from her. Clearing to the offensive end are the Wolverines. Miller goes for the steal and misses it. Ball loose on the ground, picked up nicely by the Wolverines, and that'll be the game. So the Knights end this season with a record of 7-10. They go 0-9 in the conference, 7-2 outside, or 7-1 outside the conference. It's been a great year for the Knights as they've broken a lot of records. And this will also be our last broadcast of this season. I'd like to thank Craig Reese and all the cameramen that he's brought into the production for doing such a fabulous job. We'd like to thank the teams for having us broadcast their games, and we most of all would like to thank you, the viewers, for being out there and making this a must-see production. For all the crew here at Southern Virginia University, we thank you, and until next year, have a good day.